Greetings, oh, greetings, seekers of wisdom, builders of character, and future masters of prosperity. Welcome back to Michael Reads, where timeless books become practical lessons for modern life. Tonight's live stream is something a little different. Um, After reading chapter 5 of The Richest Man in Babylon, um, I felt it deserved a deeper conversation. Many people hear the five laws of gold and think they understand them. Before we begin, I'd like to share a brief disclaimer. Everything discussed on Michael Reads is presented for educational purposes and informational purposes as well. I am not a financial advisor, investment professional, lawyer, therapist, or certified expert in the subject covered within these books. I simply am a lifelong student who believes that knowledge has the power to transform lives. I'm just still in the process of setting things up here, so if you bear with me. The purpose of Michael Reads is to bring timeless books, powerful ideas, and valuable lessons to as many people as possible. As I read these works, I am learning alongside all of you. I am a learner too, and I'm trying to put some of the things that I learn into practice. And I'm reflecting on the principles that the books teach and doing my best to apply, like I said, to apply the lessons within my own life. The thoughts and reflections shared during these live streams are my personal interpretations of the material and should not be considered professional advice, please. I encourage everyone listening to think critically, conduct their own research, seek qualified guidance when appropriate, and make decisions that align with their own circumstances and goals. My mission is simple: to make great books accessible, to encourage meaningful discussion, and to help keep timeless wisdom alive for yourselves and future generations. With that said, let's continue our journey together and discover what today's chapter or what the previous chapter had to teach us. The truth is that most people understand the words, but very few understand the implications. The laws themselves are simple. Applying them consistently can completely change the direction in a person's financial life. So tonight we are stripping away the complicated language, removing the financial jargon, and getting right down to the bare basics. My goal is simple: by the end of this live stream, whether you are 18 or 80, whether you earn 20,000 a year or 200,000 a year, you will understand exactly what these laws mean, why they matter, and how to begin applying them immediately. Before we begin, I invite you to become more than a listener. Become a student of wisdom. If you believe knowledge has the power to transform your lives, subscribe to Michael Reads, share the stream with someone who wants to improve their future, and leave a comment telling us where you are joining us from. Every new reader strengthens this growing community of learners, thinkers, and builders. Together, we are not simply reading books, we are studying the principles that shape extraordinary lives. Now, let us begin. Here are the reasons why the five laws of gold matter. Before we discuss the laws individually, I would like you to understand something important. Money behaves much like a person. Treated badly and it leaves, treated wisely and it stays. Give it opportunities to grow and it multiplies. Ignore it and it slowly disappears. The five laws of gold are not magical formulas, they are observations about how money behaves. George Clason was essentially saying money leaves clues. If we study those clues, we can understand why some people become wealthy and others struggle financially their entire lives. So, law number one, gold comes gladly to those who save a portion of their income. This is the foundation. Without this law, none of the others matter. Let's make it extremely simple. Imagine you earn £1,000 or $1,000. If you spend all £1,000 or dollars, how much remains? Absolutely nothing. Now imagine you save $100 or pounds and spend 900. Now you possess something most people never create. You have created a financial seed. A farmer never eats every seed. If he did, he could never plant next year's crop. Money works exactly the same way. Every pound you save becomes a seed that can eventually grow into more pounds. Most people make a critical mistake. They believe they will save when they earn more. Yet people earn £2,000 or $2,000. People who earn that much often spend that much as well. People who earn 5,000 often spend 5,000. People who earn 10,000 often spend 10,000. The amount changes, the habit remains. The wealthy develop the habit of saving first. The poor often saved what is left over. Unfortunately, there is nothing left over. Real life example. Imagine two friends, both earn 30,000 per year and one saves 10% of his earnings. The other saves nothing. 10 years later, one possesses a growing pool of capital, the other possesses memories of things purchased. One owns assets, the other owns stories. That is the power of law number one. Law number two, gold works hard for its owner. Saving money is good. Making money produce more money is even better. Most people trade time for money. You go to work, you earn money. This is active income. Wealthy people eventually learn something different. They make money work while they sleep. This is where investing enters the picture. Money invested wisely becomes an employee. Think about that. Every pound invested becomes a tiny worker. One worker is not impressive. 1,000 workers, however, become powerful. 10,000 workers become transformational. Simple example. Imagine you save £10,000 or dollars. If it sits in a drawer, it remains £10,000 or dollars. If it is invested wisely, it can generate additional income year after year. The goal is simple. Eventually, your money begins working harder than you do. That is the beginning of true wealth. Law number three, gold stays with those who seek wise advice. This law alone could save people thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. Human beings have a dangerous habit. We ask people who know absolutely nothing about money how to handle money. Would you ask a plumber to perform a heart surgery? Of course not. Would you ask a dentist to build a bridge? Again, no. Yet people regularly take financial advice from friends, relatives, neighbors, and social media influence with no proven expertise. The Babylonian lesson is straightforward. Seek advice from people who successfully traveled the road before you. Real life example. Someone offers you an investment opportunity. Before investing, speak with the people who understand investments. Ask questions. Research thoroughly. Take your time. The wealthy are often cautious before investing. The poor are often excited before investing. Excitement is not a financial strategy. Wisdom is. Law number 4. Gold avoids those who invest in what they do not understand. This law has destroyed countless fortunes. Many people invest because everyone else is doing it. They hear about a stock, a cryptocurrency, a business opportunity, a property scheme. They invest without understanding what they're buying. This is gambling disguised as investing. If you cannot explain an investment simply, you probably do not understand it well enough. The restaurant example. Imagine someone offered you the chance to buy half a restaurant. Would you buy it without seeing the accounts? Would you buy it without understanding how restaurants operate? Would you buy it without knowing whether it makes money? Most people would say no, yet many people buy investments every day with less investigation than they would give a second-hand bicycle. Knowledge protects wealth, ignorance destroys it. And the final law, law number 5, gold flees from those seeking unrealistic returns. This law may be the most important of all because it attacks one of humanity's greatest weaknesses, which is greed. Everyone wants wealth. Many people want wealth quickly. That desire makes us vulnerable. Whenever someone promises enormous profits with little risk, alarm bells should ring. The promise sounds attractive because it appeals to emotion. The reality is usually very different. A simple question. If someone truly possessed a guaranteed method to double money every month, would they need your money? Think about that. The answer is usually obvious. Wealth grows steadily, it rarely grows instantly. Trees do not become forests overnight. Businesses do not become empires overnight. Investments do not become fortunes overnight. The greatest fortunes are usually built through patience. Now, the hidden lesson behind all 5 laws. Now, I want to reveal something fascinating. The 5 laws of gold are not actually about gold. I'm sure you figured that out yourselves already. They're about character. Think about it. To save consistently requires discipline. To invest wisely requires patience. To seek advice requires humility. To learn before investing requires curiosity. To avoid get-rich-quick schemes requires self-control. The real wealth building tool is not money. It is the person managing the money. It is you. Money simply magnifies existing habits. Good habits create wealth. Poor habits create struggle. So if you remember nothing else from tonight, remember this. The 5 laws of gold are not reserved for millionaires. They are not reserved for business owners. They're not reserved for investors. They are principles to every single person, regardless of age, regardless of income, regardless of current circumstances. The journey to wealth begins with understanding how money behaves and when choosing behaviors that align with those principles. Small actions repeatedly, consistently create extraordinary outcomes. Babylon understood this thousands of years ago. The wisdom remains unchanged today. So, thank you for joining me for this special Michael Reed's bonus session. I know it's on a Saturday evening where most people are out enjoying themselves, so you can watch it back on the playlist for the Richest Man in Babylon. And if tonight's discussion has helped make the 5 laws of gold clearer, share the stream with someone who needs to hear these lessons. Leave a comment below and tell me and us in the community, which of the 5 laws do you currently follow best, and which one do you need to improve? Remember, wisdom ignored changes nothing. Wisdom applied changes everything. Until next time, continue seeking knowledge, continue building character, continue mastering your finances, and continue becoming the architect of your own future. I am Michael Reeds, signing off from the ancient streets of Babylon. May your knowledge increase, may your discipline strengthen, and may your gold always find worthy purpose. Good night, and I will see you all on the next chapter. Until then,